Hey there. So recent proclamations by specific Marvel contributors got me thinking about the properties that they instill with life and how off the page they don't really endow those features into their everyday life. I mean, you think about this. You think about people that go out and say represent Spider-Man, or they represent Captain America, or they represent Daredevil and on. On the page, many of those people, they understand the fundamentals, the dynamics that you need there. They understand heroism, and they understand needing something, wanting to go out and be the better self. But when you look at them within life, when you truly look at what they represent, well, all of that, it just falls apart. I mean, many of the people that you see there, they love to lay down ultimatums. They love to tell people what or what for. They delve into pettiness. They delve into things that superheroes should be above. And it shows that they don't really understand the things that they've been talking about. Take this person here. Now, this person is a Marvel exclusive artist. They talk about that, and I'll show you the shot of that in just a moment. And you can see their icon there. They're representing Spider-Man. Now, when you think about Spider-Man, this person obviously would think about themselves as going out and representing the greater good, going out and showing people the what for. Now, they're making a proclamation to Comicsgate. Now, Comicsgate is tens of thousands of people represented from all walks of life. Now, what do those people want? Well, they want good products. They want people to treat them with dignity and respect. They want to feel like while they're buying something, someone is earning their dollar, and you earn that dollar in a few ways. Now, saying that is not outside the norm for any kind of industry. And I'm sure that this person here, I'm sure that they hold many an industry to that standard when they go out. I'm sure that this goes for many an industry too. I mean, we can think about restaurants and receiving uncooked food or receiving substandard service. These would be things that someone would complain about. When they complain about that, they don't expect management to back that up and to tell you, hey, the guy in the kitchen, that's a freelancer. Or the guy that's bringing, the food to your table or some other part of wait staff and on, that guy, he's not accountable because. You wouldn't expect that at a doctor's office either, or going out and picking up anything else. But within this industry, for some reason, there is this expectation that you'll pick up something, and if you don't like it, well, you'll just eat the cost and you'll walk away. Now, when people are talking about this stuff too, the reason that they stay with it is because this is unlike any other industry, in that people can be buying something for decades. They can be attached to the idea of it. And in many ways, some of these products are unique. You can't pick them up anywhere else. I mean, sure, you can find a knockoff Spider-Man, but you can't find the real Spider-Man out there. I would say too that the places out there that are delivering said Spider-Man, maybe you can't find the real one there either anymore. But anyhow, that's another point. Now, looking at what this person says to people out there, wanting again good products and wanting professionalism, say, hey, you guys want to make comics better? I know exactly how you can do that. Go away. You're welcome. Wow, that's the way that you treat current consumers, you treat potential consumers, or you treat consumers that are leaving. You don't treat them with dignity and respect. No, you go out and you exemplify exactly what consumers have been saying by showcasing not only utter lack of respect, but also showcasing what this industry truly stands for, while again trying to showcase this personification of hero and betterment and on. You see this same thing reflected by a person like Al Ewing. I mean, when you go out and you check out what he has to say, he throws it right up there, not only within his description, but also within his pinned tweet. This is how he wants to represent himself. When people want to deflect away from that too, and they want to say, well, this is his personal account, really, how exactly does that work? Because he talks about writing comics, he talks about the items that he represents, so he's talking about being with Marvel. Also, Marvel has decreed that anyone that's a freelancer has the right to say what they want, but there needs to be something that says right there that, hey, these are my own thoughts. It doesn't say that at all, so hey, he's speaking for Marvel within it. What's the last thing that he says? I block gators. Now, if you're thinking, hey, maybe that's a shot at alligators, well, let's see what he has to say here. I do a lot of blocking on Twitter, including using blockchains. My gaff, my rules. So he utilizes blockchains. Now, if you don't know what a blockchain is, just to break that down, say you like what I say on Twitter. Say you wanted to follow me. You thought, hey, I'm interested in that. Or maybe you don't like what I say and you want to follow me so you can give me the what for. You click that button like thousands of other people have. Well, this guy, because he doesn't like me or because he doesn't like someone that I follow, he decides to put people on that list. As he puts that name in, well, he blocks not only that person, but he blocks everyone that follows them as well. Some of these lists have hundreds of thousands of accounts on them. Why? Well, it's not because of interaction. It's because of wrongthink. Now, you think about that in superhero terms. You think about that in the Marvel legacy. That's what these folks are truly representing. They're representing this for Twitter virtue. So congratulations. I mean, that really, really showcases where a person stands. But continuing on, I've been blocking comic skaters for a while. As a quote-unquote movement, they're shitty to my readers, and they make the lives of creators, retailers, and friends worse. It doesn't matter if they're creators within that. It doesn't matter if they're retailers within that. It doesn't matter if they're people that this person knows. Oh no, none of that matters at all. If you're a person that's picking up those comics, well, remember, just like Mark Waid told you, it's not a right to get to interact with these people. It's a privilege. They want you to buy. They want to endow this notion that they create superheroes. But of course, they reflect pettiness. They personify ugliness, and you see that here. I don't want them in my audience. Now, make no mistake, I do want people to be able to say this kind of stuff. I want them to be able to display their vitriol loudly and proudly, because again, I don't want to mistake the product for the person, that personification there. I really want to know where the professional stands. I also want to know where the company behind them stands, because when you look at this kind of stuff, I don't want them in my audience. Well, the people that defended this were the editor-in-chief for Marvel, the CCO, the vice president of sales. You have all of these people that have lined up everywhere from, say, a Tom Brevoort all the way up the line to C.B. Cebulski. They're down with this idea. Why? Because they can do anything they want with their social media. They're quote-unquote freelancers. Again, they don't have to personify creation. As creator, they can be as ugly as they want, with this expectation that you won't walk away. Now, the thing that actually motivated me to do this video was going through the Daredevil Ed Brubaker run. I was looking through this, going through 82 to 105, picking up that volume 1, and really enjoying it. I thought that this was quintessential Daredevil reading. It is at its prime for both writing and artwork. You have two people that truly personify a character at play. The problem is that Michael Lark here didn't seem to learn anything from this. He didn't learn about going out and deciding on a whim what kind of judgments should be there. He didn't think about a system that's rife for abuse. All of these things that are reflected in Daredevil. No, he didn't learn anything from that. Instead, he decided to go along with said system. You can see it here. This again really sticks with me. And the reason that I know this is because this guy, he decided to block many a person, and one of those people block-botted, it was me. So frankly, I didn't even know Comicsgate existed until yesterday. But since this tweet, I've learned enough to know they probably don't care for Lazarus. Good, that means we're doing the right thing. Singling out those people and deciding to go along with the the phobe and on label, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Then he keeps going with Jeff Lemire says it better than I ever could. Again, you don't know about those people, but hey, let's go out and let's give them the what for. But of course, we see exactly what comics are behind the scene. We start seeing this with some of the people that Michael Lark and other people are taking up for and trying to reflect. We see the way that they divide audience. We see the way that they cannot personify superhero. We see how fragile and how ugly these people are on the inside. And sadly, we see that they will never ever look the same after you notice things within this specific social media mirror. That's why I've talked about social media being the meteorite that comes crashing down and kills that dinosaur, the image of the comic book pro. Because before, you had people cultivating that persona. They could go out and they could sell you an image and you could buy into that. But now, these people, they talk for themselves. They don't have editorial to hide who and what they are. They decide to act and interact a specific way, and they decide to divide based on politics, based on rhetoric, and to debase on whatever superficial component comes across. And really, that's sad, and it showcases how it's going from a niche industry to something you won't recognize within a decade or so. But anyhow, you tell me what you think about this stuff. Also, if you like this kind of content, please consider supporting the channel. There are links within the description. There's a Patreon link where I put up at least 2 extra videos within a month, plus other things as well. There is also a PayPal link and other things as well. Make sure that you sub, that you like, and of course leave comments. And as always, within this, I want to know what you think, and I appreciate you sticking around and listening to this. Until next time, thank you.